Alright, we got a ton of work to do in the gear grids before we go and fight anybody, so I'm gonna get to work on that. Ayo. Just getting all this new gear grid set up here. So this will be our lantern armor. And now we gotta do the buffs that come with it. So we get 2 strength from the monster tooth necklace. We lose 2 movement from the cuirass, but we gain 2 back here. So we're evened out. We lose an accuracy. But when we depart, it adds 3 to all hit locations with metal. No departure goodies or arrival goodies with this set. So let's save that for now. uh, did we decide that squeamish doesn't matter? Oh, you just can't depart with any stinky gear. So he'll get priority target to start, but that's okay. We kind of have built him that way. So we'll have to check to see if that +3 armor goes automatically through the app, but the armor set is lantern armor. All clubs gain sharp. So we definitely need to come out on top with everything we need for the riot mace here. Riot mace in the lantern armor person's gear grid is gonna go crazy. So we definitely want that. Definitely want that. Okay, so let's save that and we'll see if it does it for us. Keep an eye on that one. On Rock's stats. Arwen would be next. Jiggling lard, kidney, dense bone, bulb. And bulb comes only from the crit, or the killing blow, am I right? Which we could get with somebody that has dried acanthus. That would avoid the negatives. So is it even, let me ask you this, Rock, in all honesty. Is it really worth fighting a level 3 Gorm? With the double dash requirements, all that nastiness, or do we just hunt him at level 2? 6 Gorm resources, plus we would be able to manipulate the deck a lot better if it was a level 2 to get those crits when we need them, to get all that stuff. I know it sounds lame this late in the game, but I would probably rather fight him at level 2. We already got the stomach lining. And being able to eat a bunch of hits to manipulate the deck to get the crits we want, I think is more important. And the hunt, yes, sucks. So let's just do that. Let's just plan to fight a level 2. But Arwen now has the leather set. Rawhide moved out, actually, for now. So Arwen's loadout, they're taking over the leather. And it shouldn't have changed. Perfect. I totally forgot that Arwen also has -1 permanent speed. Oh, but she did replace it with a luck, so she'll even be critting on 8, 9, 10, which is cool. Not terrible. With the 2 evasion on top of her 2 evasion, 4 evasion. That's pretty solid. Does not have any dried acanthus. Perfect. Okay. And then Uranus slash Thistle. Thistle will be taking over the Screaming armor, but things get really crazy because we have to make none of the affinities line up. We don't have to take the spear. We don't need the spear and the gax. We could take another set of bandages. I don't remember if Gorm hands out bleeds. So this is the death mask. And the greatest gax, which is a pattern. Oh yeah, I do. Thank you. I'll get that moved. Right? Yeah. It's also going to change quite a bit of the stats down here. So, arrival bonuses, departure 2 survival for the acanthus. Yeah, Bill, I think we're going to hunt a level 2 Gorm. Just to avoid that level 3 nonsense. And plus we get to choose a resource we want. I feel like we can manipulate the deck a lot better at a level 2 to get the crits we want. Rather than... We don't have any Gorm stuff in storage. Nothing. +4 luck. I mean, you're more than welcome to give some input if you think a level 2 is not the move, Bill. Yeah, I mean that's basically the goal, was to just get the mace. Yeah, it is way safer. And if we want, we could even try to leave Septa at home, because we were taking her for Frozen Star. I still wouldn't mind having Frozen Star out on the showdown with us. I don't think there's really anybody else that's very close to a constellation is my only thing. Because it would need to be somebody with sword. So it'd need to be like Elaine. And they need frozen stars, so it wouldn't help them. Well, let's cast some votes now. Whether we're gonna hunt a level 2 or level 3. Rock and I kind of we have this year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years till uh, Death of the Dragon King event. Suit, mask, sword, harp is replaced with circlet. Shield, boots, acanthus, sleeves, and regen suit. Because we have to death blow to get the pure bulb. We have 3 pretty high potential constellation people out on this hunt. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with a 2. And then we can reevaluate after this hunt, and if we want to even do a double. Like if we want to go out and fight a level 3 Giga Lion or whatever after this episode today, we can. But if we'd have the mace, I think we'd just be much. I think if we can get the mace, we'll be as set as we need to be. We need to crit for the jiggling lard, probably crit for the stout kidney, and then outside of that, we could just kill him. Because if we can crit for those 2, we need to get the pure bulb, and if all else failed, we could use our ultimate weapon to pick one more resource from his deck. Let me get these names changed right quick. Lance of Longinus could also be good. Yep. Agreed. Rock is still in there. Septa's still in there. Oof, level 3 Phoenix. Oof. Experience one of our first full party wipes of the campaign. Okay, we got the names all changed. Let's set up a showdown for a level 2. Feels a little bit cowardly, but I don't know, level 3's that jump sometimes just isn't worth it for the resources. Okay, that is not what I meant to do. I meant the hunt. Sorry about that. And then herb gathering, we'll need to put it on this side of overwhelming darkness. So if it has to be on this side, it might as well be the first one we come to, right? So let's depart. Get some good departure bonuses there. Arwen's rocking 22 insanity, so my heavens. So we'll start with this herb gathering. So all survivors gain a survival. And then we go do herb gathering. Oh yes, I do need to check lantern armor. Thank you. So if it's not ridiculously high, there's something wrong. Yeah, 15. I think it did it for us. Because we should have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the affinities give us 3 more plus the shrine bonus. Yeah, that's crazy. 15's nice. I know a lot of his attacks target you without armor, but moving forward in general, that's going to be way nice to have. Okay, so we're not starting with 10. Let's just roll 3 dice at a time. That's worked for us about 50% of the time, so we'll stick with that off the bat. So 14 after the first roll. Oh wait, actually, sorry, I apologize. Let me take that survival away from everybody. Because we have to do Fetid Grotto first, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, on arrival, Fetid Grotto. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure we were doing it in the right order, but we are. But he gets that survival back. We're at 14 with 2. Oh my gosh, we're gonna add a third to this no matter what. Terrible. What a terrible roll. So 14 after 1. Let's try adding a fourth for this, or 14 after 2. Let's try adding a fourth here. Oh, you're right, it does. Let me change that. Nice. 14, we made that one. Made it up there. So 14, 23, 30, 39 after 3. Yeah, I need to change it here. Gorm level 2. Thank you. And then we'll probably just roll 2, right? 39. All we need is 6. And we got 5. So 1 short. Classic. So we got 44. Gain a fresh acanthus, and all survivors gain another survival. It is pretty ridiculous. What the heck are those from? Oh, I didn't inventory those. Those were in addition to the hide we drew when we traded everything in. Oops. Oh, we should have checked. Probably should have checked some vestments, but give it to the tank. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, not that. Bunk. Okay. And then we're on to our first actual hunt event here, which will be triggered by Arwen. And we're gonna need to switch characters once we get to the actual fight. So flip this. Itchy palms. The survivors come across a field of huge boulders, worn on all sides with deep, smooth grooves. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they realize the Gorms use these stones to scratch their enormous, delicate palms. Armed with these fresh tracks, they may hasten to their quarry, skipping the next hunt space. If this moves the survivors into the monster's hunt space, they ambush the monster. So we'll take a free skip space, right? No problem. So that would mean that Rock jumps up to this space here. Big. For a random. 43 on our hunt event. So 43 is Fresh Kill. A carpet of skittering bugs points the survivors to a freshly killed monster. The scavenging insects try to defend their dinner, but the survivors fight them off to claim their prize. Each survivor rolls 2d10 and adds their hunt XP. The highest scoring survivor slays the most vermin and wins the putrid prize for themselves. They gain a random basic and a random vermin resource. Okay, I guess we'll start with Arwen, who gets 9, 13. So 13 is currently the lead. Moving on to Rock, who got 12 plus 5. So 17 is now the lead with Rock. Rock wants it for himself. 6 and 3 is 9, so short. Thistle wants it really bad, though. 4 and 13 is 17, so it's a tie between Rock and Thistle. So Rock has to roll again. 8 plus 5, so 13 for Rock. Thistle's going to take the cake. Thistle takes it. So Thistle gets a random basic. For Monster Bone. And it's to Thistle. It says that specifically. And a random Vermin, which is... Actually, he's only got 1 insanity, so here comes the Nightmare Tick, everybody. You guys already know it's coming. So just prepare yourselves for it, because here it is, Bill. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Crab Spider. Fully expected that to be the Nightmare Tick, honestly. And is that it? They don't get anything else from that? Well, anything else. That's obviously great, but no understanding or courage. So moving on. We need some courage and understanding on this event, though. So Septa is going to reveal this next one, which is another random. Need some understanding and some courage, please. Some understanding specifically. Both Rock and Thistle are desperate for it. 26. 26 is Pit. Sounds terrible. The ground beneath the event revealer, so Septa, gives way and they plummet into a pit below. The event revealer rolls a d10. If any survivor has a whip, which we don't. If the event revealer has tumble, which she doesn't, we gotta roll. Septa, where's that white die? Septa does have Dried Acanthus. Niner, that's pretty good. 9 on Pit. You land at the bottom with a soft thud. Suffer 1 damage to a random hit location. Sweet. To the head for Septa. Okay. No courage, no understanding, no nothing. Thistle is doing our last hunt event here. Well, before Overwhelming Darkness. Flatter Earth. The survivors lose their quarry's trail in a field of stone faces so badly crushed by the passing gorm herds that nothing remains but a carpet of fine pebbles. We have to roll a d10. Nice. Somebody's gonna have to give up something. So we get a founding stone for that. The survivors relocate their quarry's footprints and manage to recover a founding stone starting gear from the crushed up rubble. So we're gonna have to give something up. It's either gonna have to be a set of bandages or a dried acanthus. I would probably prefer a set of bandages, just because acanthus is pretty valuable in the hunt. Like, we won't bleed out. Well, and we have two, so get rid of one set of bandages. Give them a founding stone. Let's add one more. And we have what we need for killing blow. I mean, I know we could probably succeed, with that 90% success rate on a killing blow, but that gets us the 100% success rate on killing blow. Yeah, that's all right. I know I own that one, but we'll just I guess the deck's right here. We'll pull one more out. Where'd I put the bandages? Did I set them somewhere? Yeah, I set them down here. I did add the stone. I just have to change the bandages in the skinnery. Down to 2. Okay. Alright. So now we make our way into overwhelming darkness with Arwen leading the charge. Yeah, might. That's true. Might want to save it if we ever do the level 3 Phoenix. So we'll start with Arwen on Path of the Brave. 5, middle of the road. Is that the whale? I know 6 is the whale. Yeah, 4 through 6. -1 evasion token. After this event, all other survivors gain a survival. So we're owed 1 survival from that. Rock next. 6, same thing. Septa. Ooh. Septa's is going to be a little worse here. So we either have to lose a courage or spend all our survival to save them to gain a population. She already has, she's got 5 courage and she already has a constellation. So I'm thinking we probably sacrifice a courage here. Okay. And last but not least is Thistle. Oh my gosh. That's not good at all. Because we don't want Thistle to lose his courage, do we? Oh no, we don't care about courage for Thistle. It's understanding. She needs to hold on to understanding. Okay, so Arwen gains 1 survival because of Rock's display. Rock gains 1 survival because of Arwen's display. And both these other two, Septa gains 2 survival because of both of their displays. And Thistle would gain 2, but they're maxed out at 10, so. And that's it for Overwhelming Darkness. And then here we are. So we'll move this guy over. I already accidentally set it up before the hunt, so we'll just use the setup that it's got, if that's okay with you guys. Yeah, we gotta do fetid. We'll just move over here to the board. Old fetid grotto. Why won't it flip her back up? There we go. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so we do have to change some characters around right quick. So, actually, I need to go find a lantern person. We will move the stuff. We're hunting a Gorm because we need the Gax. Or, not the Gax, the mace. With the lantern armor that we have, the mace gaining sharp and accuracy with the armor would be huge. I know I got some lantern armor people in here, right? Is that one? Or is that Gorm? That's Gorm. Where'd they hide all the lantern people? That's gotta be one. But they have a sword. Is that another one right there? No, that's another Gorm. Oh, here we go. We'll just take... I know they don't have an axe, but we'll just take this one. So this is no longer rock, so we need to unassign sheet. Unassign survivor. Assign that one. Longclaw is up here somewhere, so... Did I not do the sheets? I totally did do the sheets, right? That's saying that's Arwen? Uh-oh, something got funky here. Oh, it's because I switched these sheets, the gear grids, but didn't switch the papers with them. So this isn't Arwen, this is rock. I think I figured it out. And this is Arwen. Didn't we fight a level 3 lion? Yes. We had to defeat a level 3 lion to get the Indomitable resource. So this is rock. Perfect. Male lantern, E-rock. Perfect. So this is Arwen. Good, and that's where it still needs to be, because she's Longclaw. Thistle is our greatest Gax person now, so this needs to be unassigned survivor. Now we should be right, and then Septa. Perfect. Okay, so let's do Fetid Grotto here. There it is. Okay, so on arrival, approaching their quarry, the survivors are overcome by sickening... Yep, that word. When the survivors arrive, each survivor has to approach the cave. So we'll start at the top with Arwen. Yeah, this is just a level 2 Titan. We just want to be sure that we can take hits and farm. We just... when I say we, I say me. I just didn't want to face that level 3 double dash, stuff like that. This one hurts for a double surge. We're not being cowards, Bill. I'm just playing it safe. The entrance to the Gorm's Den swims with putrid vapor. As the survivors consult among themselves in hushed, rasping tones, you decide to combat the miasma with a little ingenuity, putting your waist armor on your head. Add your current waist armor points to your head armor points and reduce your waist armor points to 0. Gain 2 survival and 2 insanity. She did not need the insanity nor the survival. No, but we did get, what was it? Ultimate weapon, which means we can pick one of our choice at the end of the showdown. So we have 20 head armor with Arwen. And let's see what Rock's got. Rock kind of needs the same thing because he has the fresh acanthus. Ugh. 3. 3 for Rock. We have to roll on this table again. Rock's gonna end up with collapsed lung here. Oh, we can't have that. Somebody's got to do a lifetime reroll. Yeah, because a 1 there means you're hopelessly sickened and crawl back to the settlement without arriving to the showdown. So we are definitely going to need to lifetime that. What do you mean we don't need him? He's our tank. I don't know if we do this with 3. I'm feeling like using a lifetime reroll. Yeah, we would just have to decide whether we're going to use Arwen's or Septa's in this case. I think we should probably use Arwen's. Because Septa's a constellation person, we want to keep her protected as long as we can. Nice! The opposite end. No collapsed lung. Worth it. 8+. You heave until you retch nothing more than bile. Suffer 1 event damage to the body that ignores armor. Big. Thank you, Arwen. And Septa's turn. Tenor. So 8, 9, 10. Tears streaming and lungs burning. You stumble into the den. Roll another d10. Back-to-back 10s. I should get a new die, shouldn't I? Nope. 3 10s in a row. 8+. Oh no. Oh no. The fumes burn your brain. Suffer the frenzy brain trauma. That means we can't even use Frozen Star. Ugh. It's the whole reason we brought Septa was for Frozen Star. So Frenzy. D5 Insanity, a Speed, and a Strength. do anything. And a D5 insanity. Four. Okay, so let's go in here just so that I can be sure to remember. Oops. Cannot spend survival. And Thistle is our last to roll. Shoot. Puts him on the table. Three, I think, is collapsed lung. 2 through 7. They have fresh acanthus though, or dried acanthus. So if collapsed lung sucks, we could avoid it. Oh no. Oh yeah, when you suffer a severe injury. That's alright. Well, that's good. That's okay. Not too big of a deal. That was all that it was, right? Was just the collapsed lung? Okay. So now we've made it. We're here, a little weaker than we were a couple minutes ago. Who needs that acanthus? Arwen needs one, right? Because they lost all their waste. And they have the sickle, so that's big. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put Arwen here and an acanthus underneath her. Where's our tank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thistle could go here. Septa could go here. We can move this acanthus towards Thistle maybe, because he has this gear, which is +2. Mostly just looking for Arwen to get it, to reheal that damage to her waist. So Gorm's Den, when we surge, we have to double surge. And then this is all survivors with 3 or less hunt XP. Do any of us have 3 or less? 4, 5, 3, Septa. Oh, and on arrival we get to get rid of those negative tokens we got on the showdown. Which was, if we apply arrival bonuses. Who was it that got those? I think Rock got one. Yeah. He got the -1 evasion. I thought Arwen did too, but in here it's saying she is good to go. Oh, it's because, yeah, because she said she should have +2. So it's just those two. How does Septa have 3? Septa has 3 hunt XP. Yeah. Last hunt was the first hunt we took her out on against the Tyrant, and Tyrant only ever gives 1 hunt XP regardless of his level. So it's just Septa. Septa gets -2 accuracy, +2 strength. Kind of lame. She's a sword master though, so she already gets buffed a little bit. Oh no, she's not. Should be. She got a constellation because she was born with like a bunch of them, and then we sent her to the fighting pits, and she got Frozen Star, secret fighting art. That's how. All right, and then at the end of each monster turn, he retches. At the end of each monster turn. Okay. All right. Does anybody have... Oh, Septa has the thing where if she's standing, right? Yeah, if you're standing at the start of your act, reveal the top 2 AI. Oh, at the start of our act. So that doesn't work now, but does somebody have Oracle's Eye? I feel like somebody's got to. Yeah, Thistle does. So let's take a peek. Eat and Run is one of the advanceds he has. Hiccup sucks. Well, I mean, not terrible, but Head Thrash is another advanced. Headbutt is an advanced. And he does have Rear Up. So, those are those. Let's give him the 3-time shuffle. And we gotta let him go. Gotta let him take his turn. Put these away. No legendaries on a level 2. Nope. Does get 1 speed and 1 damage, though. Not too big of a deal there. Septa is out towards the right here. Septa's out here. That's R1. Septa's still out of the vomit zone, though. Because it's only 1 off of each of his shoulders, I believe. Yep. So she is good and out of the vomit zone. Because Rock's going to be targeted because of anxiety. Oh, yeah, the corpse. Kind of forgot about the corpse. It has to be 6 away from all other terrain, though, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a tough one to place. We'll have to put it like out here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, Gormy. Let's see what you got. Posturing Piss. That one was on top before we shuffled. It's alright, we're not using the blind spot much. Well, when you end your act adjacent to Gorm, it sucks. I can't do that, Bill, because it's Rock and Rock needs to be targeted. When that comes into play, draw another AI. Head Thrash. An advanced, no less. Random knocked down survivor in range, which is nobody. Random survivor in range, but Rock has anxiety, so he is the target of this attack. So he'll full move up. Gets an additional speed. We cannot freeze his brain, which is going to end up playing a big part. I'm sure of it. So we can't ever avoid the Wretch here? Is that how that works? We can't ever avoid Wretch? Oh no, this will be okay. This will be okay. I think we might want to take one of these hits, Rock. They're only worth 3 damage each. So we can definitely dodge one, but we do want him to full move away from the closest threat. Because if he full moves away, then he's going to Wretch. I think it'll work out. So we would take 3 damage to each of these spots on our tank. Waist, body, head. Let's dodge the body. Take the head. Take the waist. We suffer bash, which knocks us down. And he's going to full move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is it 6 or 7 as his movement? How about 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he's going to retch, which means he's going to actually move 2 spaces closer to us. 1, 2. And barf out there in front of him, and nobody's there. Yeah, so level 2 has 9 movement, and level 3 has 8. So he actually loses a movement. That's crazy. Alright, so Rock stands back up because of his thing. Now, I do believe that Septa can still use the Rooted to All ability. I don't think that Frenzy blocks abilities. You may not spend survival or use fighting arts. You may not use weapon specializations or weapon masteries. Yep, doesn't say anything about abilities. So we'll just look at these top 2, just because we can for free. Hiccup, we don't like that one. So we'll put it on top, assuming that it's going to get trashed. Okay. Arwen desperately needs to... Yeah, desperately needs to get this as a fresh acanthus. So we're gonna try that first, just to get armor points back. 7, my gosh. Which is just find something tasty and consume it. It's 1 short of a fresh acanthus. Absolute trash. We can't even take the survival either. And I guess we'll have a move towards the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's got our cat eye? Septa does. Thistle's our crit machine. So let's cat eye right now. Oh my gosh, but she's not going to be able to cat eye and attack in the same turn anymore. Isn't that a pain in the butt? So I have Septa look. 1, 2, 3. So they all have crits. We don't want the Mammoth Testes crit though. This crit would get him a -1 movement. This crit would get him gimped. So I think Thistle needs to get in there and hit on those. Or at least attempt to. Oh no. Thistle has megalophobia. Well. Sorry about that, fellas. Man. Yep. Just... yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright, well, in that case, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. We have to dash to get there. 1. We have to dash 1 space. Yeah. So Thistle dashes. Not using Rawhide anymore. And is going to attack with the Greatest Gax. 6s or higher. 1. Which is this mammoth hand. So he does not have the luck because he's not a level 3 monster, so it's 6 total luck plus the deadly on the axe. So we are still critting on 3 plus. Luckily we have axe specialization, so we can re-roll that. Don't you dare be a 1. Thank you. 7. So it's good for a crit. So he gains a -1 movement token. And it's savage, so it's actually 2 damage. We don't want Septa to be in the vomit zones, but we want her to be up pretty close to everything. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't dash to get in there. Because he's going to end up attacking Thistle and backdropping. So, I mean, insanity-wise, it wouldn't hurt. Rock could use some. Thistle could use some. But I do want to get... I guess Rock doesn't have to. Well, but he is the tank, so we want to get him up close again. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could dash to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couldn't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couldn't ever get adjacent. Oh, Septa has 6 movement also. Get her 1 more out of the way here. Yeah, Rock could block. No point in having Thistle block. Thistle doesn't have a... No, I think... Well, shoot. I don't know how many hits Thistle can take. Not many. Okay. So, in theory, we'd have to leave it there. And pass it back to Gorm. Another mood. Thunderfoot. Any survivor that ends their act in the stomping zone suffers knockback 5 and is knocked down. So all we have to do is wound in order to get rid of that. That's not a big deal. As long as we succeed in a wound, that doesn't even really apply. And he draws another. Back slap. Closest threat facing in range, which is nobody. Closest threat in field of view, which is Thistle. So he'll move and attack Thistle. 1 speed, so 2 speed. Oh, needs to be in the blind spot, sorry. So 2 speed. Thistle has 2 evasion. So 4s. 1 miss here would be great. 2 hits. I'm sure we'll end up dodging one of these, especially since it's knockback 5. So it's 2 damage to each spot. 2 damage to... Okay, well we'll dodge 1 arms. Take the other one to the arms. Knockback 5. Not knocked down though. And then we turn to face the target, which actually is going to work in our favor, because then he's going to retch and end up there. Which means Rock can get in there and wound off one of those, probably. Thistle will save his for after Rock's attack. 1, 2, 3. Because Rock needs to wound. 2 speed, 6 plus. Gotta wound that attack off. Okay, good. Or that mood off. There's 1. And this is mammoth hunting, so if you're attacking from the flank, we get +2 more strength. Let's go to the right person's gear grid here. So the Greater X now has 15 strength, so 2 plus for the wound. 5er will do it. So it is a successful wound, so we get rid of that, as well as this is discarded. Now Arwen can move here, search this acanthus, and try to get 8 plus with 2 dice, please. Thank you. So I'm not even going to pick that card up. I'm just going to archive it automatically to fully heal 1 hit location on Arwen to get her all waste points back. Okay, yeah, Fated Blow isn't going to hurt. Rock doesn't have it. I can apply it at any time. Okay, I see the logic in that. Maybe I don't need to do it, kind of thing. Okay, give that up here to Arwen. And then, oh, that's gone, obviously. I kind of want Rock to be the one that gets the Survivor Corpse, so we might wait around. One, two, three, four, 5. So we'll have to dash anyways to get Thistle back up in the game if we like any of these. So I'm going to activate with Septa, and we're going to look at these top 3. Active Thyroid, there's the Death Blow. Death Blow with 10 AI left. Not great. We could get the Thyroid, but we would likely get the Testes too. It's a dangerous game getting the Death Blow this early. Okay, and I'm not even going to move with Septa. I'll move 1, actually. Yeah, we can set it down till we run into the trap, Bill, and then we got an issue. So Thistle can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. We could just go here. No, we don't want to go there. I don't want Thistle to be targeted again. I guess he'll just have to dash to get out of the vomit zone. Yeah, he could reach from here. But then if he's gonna target somebody in facing, like if his card reads to target somebody in facing, he's gonna target Thistle. Which I think Thistle was here after his full 5 move. Okay, we could, well, diagonally adjacent really doesn't help us. Because that's still in the vomit zone and in facing. Yeah, you're right. We'll just put him, we'll put him here. And we'll have Thistle attack. These are some good crits for Thistle here. So, greatest Gax, 2 speed, 6+1. Except this guy, critting on a 3+. That'll do it. So it is a crit, so we get active thyroid along with 2 wounds. We should probably... We can't surge, actually, just in case we pull the death blow. We can't afford to surge. So really, the only person that can attack if we want to complete this the way we want it is going to be Thistle. Because they do the most damage per crit. And we're still looking for like Jiggling Lard and Stout Kidney. So we have to be careful. So Arwen's going to move up into the grass and block. Rock has not attacked this round. It was just Thistle, so I'm just gonna have Rock block actually. Or I could have Rock move around into facing. I could move Rock. Well, Rock could attack uh, with the shield. It's only 1 speed. The beacon shield, 1 speed, 14 strength. That might be the move. Yeah, problem is if he hits both of those, we draw the death blow. So accuracy might be terrible, but if we draw the death blow, it's pretty much over. So we'll have Rock block then, I guess. It would cost him 2 survival to attack and attempt to block. Yeah, I guess we'll try attacking with the shield here first. 1 speed, 6 plus. Not great odds. Yeah, didn't work. And then we'll surge and block. Okay. And pass it back over to the fat baby, who draws rampaging. Closest threat facing in range. That's definitely rock. So 3 speed with the 2 evasion, 4 plus. This one kind of sucks actually. It's pretty much a double attack. Low. Miss, miss, miss. Oh my gosh. Miss, miss, miss. So 3 misses. There's no after damage, but we full move towards the closest threat in range, which is still rock. Place this card back on top and perform a basic action, which is going to target rock again. With 4 plus, once again. Miss, miss, miss. Oh my gosh. That's like what would happen if I was rolling for us. Wow. But he's going to get retched on. So it's going to go 1, 2, and then retch. There's no break in flow, so you can't dash. Can't dash without a break in the flow, right? Because it's basic action, then it comes over here to must, which is just at the end of each monster turn, perform retch. I know that Mithra talked a little bit about being able to dash between cards, whether you could or couldn't dash between cards. I can't remember either. I do know we talked about it though. um, I don't remember. I'm not finding it on Board Game Geek or Reddit. So this is from the Kingdom Death site. It says survival opportunities exist at the following times: during flows on monster AI cards, between actions on the survivor's turns, before performing reactions, after critical wound effects, or when a monster is knocked down. Before performing reactions. I thought that was like, I thought you couldn't dodge a reaction. Let me make sure this site's legit. Yeah, this is the KDM site. The only time that survivors may dash or surge. Oh, dash or surge. Okay. Nah, it's alright, Bill. You got it. It's all good. But a different survivor can. Okay, so he's gonna vomit on Rock, and Rock takes 2 damage to 1 location, right? That ignores armor. Wretch does suck. That's the one place you couldn't take it, Rock. That's a severe. That is a severe body injury. Oh, he does have Acanthus. So do I eat it now? So do I eat it before that damage is red? Archive this to fully heal a hit location, including injury level and armor points. So do they both get filled in? So would I have eaten it to heal the one? Or do I suffer the... Yeah, you'd get a heavy. Okay. Okay. That's the end of Wretch. So, Survivor's turn, Rock stands, Septa's standing, so we might as well take advantage of this. Rampaging, and Wallop. Wallop's not that big of a deal. Rampaging sucked. We didn't like that at all. This is just going to be really tough and long drawn out with the death blow being where it is. Very long drawn out. Because we still have to inflict 9 wounds, and we can only do it 2 at a time. I don't know if we can do that. 2 turns? What kind of math are you doing? We can't surge with the cat eye. Circlet. Savage, you mean? Yeah, the problem is... Yeah. Yeah. You see. That's... Otherwise, you're totally correct. My fear, honestly, is that we're going to get him down to like 2 wounds, and then it's going to be trap and... As soon as we run into the trap on top of the death blow, we're in trouble. But we'll stay the course for now. That's the reason we're doing this. So we'll have Septa look at the top 3. The Gorm howls in pain and is knocked down. Man, I... See, this crit's not good. It gets the Gorm a damage token. So that's not good at all. Knocked down Gorm helps us a little bit. Not much, though. Okay. So if we have somebody else attack, who won't likely crit, Rock could definitely be that guy. Yeah, we could just do Rock. I also don't really want him to keep getting pissed on. 2 speed 6 plus, or vomited on. No hits. Gonna have to surge here. We don't have sweet battle, right? Nope. One. These were supposed to go back in a different... Oh my gosh. They were supposed to go back in a different order. Whatever. Mammoth ridged spine. So we're wounding on a 2+. Nice. Didn't even wound, but we're using an axe, right? Yeah, so we get to try again. Okay. So we did wound. Gets rid of this rampaging card at least. Card was kind of a pain. So if we don't wound him again, he's gonna do wallop. Which could target rock, no problem. But he's gonna get vomited on. Hmm. Interesting. Not a great dynamic here. Not great at all. 7 cards left. That's a lot of rounds at only 2 cards apiece. Yeah, it does suck. I guess this'll might as well... Well, this is going to target who? Closest threat in field of view. In range. So he could still... This'll could still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because he's going to vomit and come up. Away from rock. Could have Arwen move up. One, two, three, four, 5, but she wouldn't be able to get close enough to take this for... Could have her move up, dash, and block. But then Rock and Arwen get vomited on. We could have Rock dash away. But then that would ruin where I moved Thistle. I moved Thistle assuming he was going to vomit on Rock and move backwards. So I need to move Thistle back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's the case, if we're going to do that. And have him go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead. Have Rock dash 1, 2, 3, 4 to get next to that anyways. Spend a survival. Then we can have Arwen go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and block. I think that'll work. Septa looked at the top 3 with Cat Eye, so that's about as good as we can get there. And he does Wallop, which is going to target Arwen. Arwen's got the evasion anyways, so it's probably smart. Arwen should be the target anywho. 3 speed, 6 plus for any hits. Okay. 3 for 3. 2 of them get blocked. 1 of them lands for 2 damage is all. Yeah, just 2 damage to her body. That's it. And then he does Retch. So, 1, 2. Throws up on Arwen. Who takes 2 damage to her body. It's a good thing it wasn't rock. Okay, end of Gorm's turn there. So Arwen will stand up. We could keep targeting Arwen. Because we could get her into the grass. It's the vomit that's the issue. But we have a fresh acanthus. So she's got basically a do-over on that front. Septa's going to look at these top 3. There's our stout kidney, right? Which is what we need. We need a critted stout kidney, don't we? Yeah. So we'll have Rock search the survivor corpse. 7. 6 through 10 is 3 insanity for Rock, which does now make him immortal. And a skull, basic resource. We got the skull, Bill. We did it. Which gives him another insanity. Okay, and then we need to crit the kidney, so we'll have Thistle do it from where he is. He's got reach 2 with the greatest Gax. So we'll have Thistle reach out for that. 2 speed, 6 plus. 2 for 2 there. This is gonna probably end up hurting us. We'll start with trying to get our stout kidney. There it is. Crit on a 3 plus. We got it. It's also good for 2 wounds. And we gain 1 stout kidney. That can be consumed. Okay. Oh yeah, now we gotta deal with this. So a 1 or a 2 is the only way we avoid a crit here. A 1 we miss, and a 2 we would still wound. So, I mean, a 2 is what we need. Yeah, we got the crit. So, I mean, it's a wound, right? So, it's in hindsight, plus 1 more damage is not a big deal with all our armor. The attacker gains mammoth hunting fighting art. We'll get rid of berserker. Gain mammoth hunting. mean, it's possible. My fear at this point is just drawing the trap later on. So let's have. So nobody's going to get barfed on but Arwen here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have Arwen guard. We could have Arwen guard. Plus get that evasion bonus from the grass. So damage-wise, she's probably going to be okay. She's just going to get barfed on. I don't think Rock needs to block. His armor can eat it up. So Arwen will be the target of Gorm's next attack. And we know all the attacks he has. There's a couple moods in there. Arwen's blocking. Septa used the cat eye circlet. So we'll go again. We'll let Gorm go. Head thrash. He doesn't have jaw paralysis, so it's 3 speed. Arwen's got the good evasion. So 3 speed, 8 plus, and blocking. Hit, hit, hit. 9, 9, 10. This is the good card, though. So we'll block 2 of them. This is the one we want to land. And we'll take this damage to our legs for Arwen. No problem. 4. And she would normally suffer bash, but that armor allows her to ignore bash. But we full move away from the closest threat. So that'll get him moving this way. Then he'll vomit by going 1, 2, and retching onto nobody. As far as cards go, that's probably one of the nicer ones to hold on to avoid retch while we try to farm this out. Back to the survivors. We're going to start, of course, with Septa. 1, 2, 3. What are these crits? Attacker gains a survival. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge. Full move forward in a straight line. When it ends its movement, it's knocked down. So Arwen would need to move. But this is just showing that it's doable for us. Because he's got 4 cards, 4 AI cards left. So we're putting Deathblow on bottom for sure. Let's put the opposite board edge down there and this one down there. And that was Septa's turn. So if those come to pass, he's going to run this way. Which we do, I mean, we want it to happen. Because we want to issue all 3 wounds here if we can. So Arwen would need to dip. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she could just go 1, 2. Move there and block. Since there's not much else she can do, I think blocking is the best option. Because then she could even dash back into the grass if she needs. Then Thistle's going to have to pull up and show what it's all about. And I might even get into his blind spot for it. Because I wouldn't be ending my turn in his blind spot if he runs away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Yeah. He's got to hit twice on 6 plus or twice on 5 plus. We're going to have to try twice on 6 plus. Can't really roll those dice. A 9. So we got 1. Critting on 3 plus. We know the drill. A 9. So it is a crit. Wait a minute. He could do it right here, no? No. Yes. He could. Because that's 1. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? 2. Now if he surges and pulls 1, it's no problem. If he surges and pulls both, we can crit them, we could hit them both and win. Right? Who has the acanthus? Oh. Thistle's gonna suffer. Is it blind? Is that what they get for that? It's once per attack, but a surge is a different attack. Deathblow is nominate a survivor. Then I think Thistle should surge and could potentially end it here with the Deathblow. If he draws 1 and crits it, it's no big deal. It sets us up for good next time. Oh yeah, it is revealed, isn't it? Nominate a survivor to retrieve the bulb. That's huge. Oh, +1 permanent speed. That would be so nice for those of us that have lost a speed. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to surge here with Thistle, so we have to spend 2 survival to do it. And we really want 2 hits here, but 1 would be okay. Oh, you're right. Oh, they happen to be the one with the dried acanthus anyways. Come on, we need 2 hits here. 2 hits. 2 hits, 2 hits. 1 only. That's okay. It's alright. 7. So it's a crit. So turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge, full move forward in a straight line. At the end, it's knocked down. So it does remove 1, 2 AI for Savage. Turns to face the opposite board edge and runs away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it has -1 movement. And there it is technically knocked down. Arwen is blocking, but I'm going to have Arwen dash so that she can get up a little closer to everybody else to assist. That is the crit effect. So, oh wait, what if I just have rock surge and throw the stone? I guess we're not really to that point, are we? We should be able to get it pretty easily. So then, in that same breath, it wouldn't even matter if Thistle does it, because all that luck doesn't count? Is that what you're saying? All of Thistle's luck won't even count towards that attack? So it'll need to be Rock anyways to try to guarantee that. Rock could do it. I think Rock could do it. Rock's let us down multiple times in the past, but I don't think he's going to this time. So we'll just have Arwen eat these up. So it's his turn. He's going to do his basic action, which is closest threat facing in range, which is nobody. Closest survivor in field of view was Arwen. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 speed. We're blocking 2. That's a hit. 5 is a both 5s are a miss because she's got 4 evasion, so it's 6 plus. So miss, miss, hit, but it's blocked, so it doesn't matter. And then he's gonna retch. So 1, 2, stays there. Arwen gets her legs retched on, or hopefully her legs, I guess. I don't know where. Her head retched on. Oh, that's not good. That's a severe. Okay. So it doesn't matter because the acanthus is going to eat that up. Dried acanthus. And now we have the ability to end it because Arwen's back up. Oh no, it's Septa that. Sorry, do over. Sorry, it's Septa that has the. Arwen has nothing to assist with that. So it is just. I mean, she has a fresh acanthus, but that doesn't really matter because it's a one-spot location to the head. A head severe. Those aren't ever a whole lot of fun. Lifetime reroll the location? I would almost save a lifetime reroll for this, no? Because if it goes to body, well, I guess if it goes to body, then we could eat the acanthus. Head's pretty bad though, isn't it? Head is pretty bad. Alright, we can lifetime reroll the location. It's going to have to be Septa's, because she's the only one with a lifetime reroll left, which will leave us no lifetime rerolls going into Fetid Grotto. Okay, so we'll spend Septa's lifetime reroll to reroll that hit location die. To the body. So we'll eat the acanthus that we have here to re-heal those 2 injury points to the body for Arwen. And then they get filled in again by that. And she's knocked down. That's the end of his turn. Oops, sorry. Wife's calling me. 1 second. I stand up for ours. I blocked Bill again? Oh, man. I didn't think I did that. I didn't even think he said anything this time around. He was keeping his language clean and everything. Alright, Rock's got to be the one to do it here. Well, actually, Septa has to look at the top 3 first. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 safe, which is the dream. So we'll have Rock roll up. Rock has to do it now, though. It is truly now or never. They can trade gear in Showdown? No, you cannot. You can only trade resources, items in Raid. Or in Showdown. You cannot trade gear. Rock. So Rock's got 2 speed. He needs 1 6 plus. He got 2 of them. Okay, now with 13 strength on the Greater Gax. Oh, there's Bill. He's unblocked. Plus the 4 from the Greater Gax. It is a 2+ situation to kill this thing. Oh my gosh. So we do have axe proficiency. So we get to re-roll that. Oh my gosh. Whatever. It counts. It's a wound. I can spell it out for anybody that doesn't believe it, but it is a successful wound. Ridiculous. So that is the one for the kill. See ya, you fat baby. Deathblow. The Gorm's writhing bulb lays on the ground, pulsing gently, even as its body lays lifeless beside it. Nominate a survivor to retrieve the bulb. That's going to be Septa. So Septa gains the pure bulb, strange resource. And the survivor's face and hands are sprayed by the bulb's caustic juices. They suffer the blind, severe injury, psych, Dridecanthus, thank you. But they gain a permanent speed for that as well. Ooh, Septa already had a permanent speed. Or a temporary speed because of Swordmaster, but... No? Temporary speed because of what? Is it their constellation? I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Yeah, I think that's right, Titan. Severe. Severe what? Alright, discard that. Okay, now we still have to pull 2 items out of this. So let's stack up everything we got. We still have to get a jiggling lard. And... oh, it was from Frenzy. Thank you. So we need a jiggling lard, and is it a dense bone? Are those the 2 we need? Dense bone is not a big deal because we can make one at one of our places. Pure bulb, stout kidney, jiggling lard, dense bone. Yep. So we need jiggling lard or dense bone, and then we can pick the other one. So we'll be okay. 1, 2, 3. Loss of speed through severe. There was no severe injury. 1. Oh, I guess I should read it to be sure how many we draw. It's 4 basic, 6 Gorm. So we'll start with the 6 Gorm since I've already started. 2, 3, come on. 4, really? 5, 6. You're kidding me. We got no dense bone and no jiggling lard. Okay, so we will choose with our ultimate weapon to take a jiggling lard. And then I believe we have an innovation that will allow us to spend 3 bone to turn it into a dense bone. It's a Gorm. chymist one. Wait, do we not have any of those? Do we not have any Gorm chymist innovations? How do we not have any Gorm chymist innovations? Like albedo and stuff? They were supposed to be added with Gorm. Did I not transfer those over from the original campaign? Because we had them all. That's how we got the... Oh, you're right, because it's not showing all 31 in here. No, it's got 30. Albedo. Well, I don't remember exactly which one it was. But we had all of the rewards because that's how we got the black sword. So let me go back. I know I still have our original in here. I must not have transferred those over after the clinging mist. Yeah, see, we have albedo right there. So in... Oh, wait. But we lost them. Alright, so everybody stick with me. So we lost them when we did Clinging Mist. So the next time we fought the Gorm, we should have added the Negrito innovation. And we didn't. Which would have then allowed us to start picking these up along the way. Because we got the Black Sword before Clinging Mist. So we should have Negrito. But we will need to earn the rest of them. Because I kept forgetting. I mean, we would have... I'm almost positive we would have picked them all by now. But that's not the way we did it. So we'll need to, from now on... It's basically like we just got Negrito from this fight. Up here. So we get Negrito here. And then we'll just have to, we'll have to get him the old-fashioned way. So we get Negrito for beating him. And which one does that allow us to do? Oh, that's the dense bone one, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So a little sidetrack there. That's my bad. That was an error on my part from Clinging Mist. I didn't transfer that over. So we still need our 4 basic resources. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a questionable resource. Okay. And then now we have to do our goodies. Albedo is OP, is it? We should be able to innovate for it, honestly. So yeah, we're good. So we have to go. Oh no, we have to all exit. Oh my gosh. We gotta fetid grotto our way out. Blind exit. Okay, so Arwen first, and we have no lifetime rerolls. Alright, Arwen, get us started. Middle of the road, Fiver. You find the jiggling, delicate mass of a newborn Gorm helplessly laying and oozing in an oozing nest of debris. If you have 3+ courage, which she does, you may slay the infant to gain a random Gorm resource. If you do, the ghostly cry of the dying Gorm shakes you to your core. Gain megalophobia. Oh, wait. Arwen needs that understanding. I don't know what's more worth it here. because we gain an understanding. Honorable sucks, don't get me wrong, but that understanding gets her that much closer to... Oh no, it's courage. Sorry, I misread. I think I'm going to have her slay that to get megalophobia, because we're not coming back after the Gorm. We can get that healed by the time we have to fight the Dragon King or whatever, if that's the way it works. Megalophobia. And a random resource, for sure. Now I did look through these, so in order to maintain integrity, I should shuffle. Stout Heart. Still not a dense bone. Okay, and next on the line will be Rock. Rock would actually need the understanding here. 7. I think that's a different bracket. 7, 8, 9. Crawling on your hands and knees to avoid the burning mists. Pools of acid burn your limbs. Gain the Acid Palms ability. Suffer a permanent movement. If you have legendary lungs, which would have been cool, but don't, you can get an acid gland. Fisting like a champ. That is your proficiency, I think. Fist and tooth. And weapon mastery would get you right where you needed to be. So would 9 courage, though. 9 courage would probably be cooler. Septa next. Septa, what do you got, my friend? A 10. Gasping in the dense, thick mist, you struggle to breathe. You may spend 3 survival to gain the legendary lungs secret fighting art. We don't want to do that. She's got Champion's Right, Fated Blow, and Frozen Star. Unless legendary lungs is better than Champion's Right. Is it better, is the question. Legendary lungs. Is that where you pretty much gain Hack City from the Butcher? Like, is that where each of your successful attacks turns into another attack roll? Yeah, we probably don't want that. So we'll just say no thanks. We'll just take the fact that we didn't get damaged in that and leave. And Thistle is last. Understanding would be very big for Thistle. So of course we don't give it to him. A 9. Oh, so he's going to get Acid Palms as well. And -1 permanent movement. Man, we really needed the 9 understanding and to somehow come up with Destined. They should do diagonals. Get it going like bingo in here. Okay. And we don't have legendary lungs, so we complete the showdown. Holy cow. Arwen, Rock, and Thistle. Arwen is 2. Rock is 2. Thistle is 4. Okay. Get 2 hunt XP for that. Return in advance year. Takes us over to the timeline, which is the tomb. We do, however, need to do another one of these scummy things. 1, 2, 3. Cracks in the ground again. Same as last year. My heavens. It's unbelievable, guys. Let's go do our aging. Start with Arwen. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We haven't gotten anything good by random pull more than probably once in the last 15 years. Okay, so it's H2, so improved reflexes for Arwen, who does not have dragon vestments. 13, it's a permanent strength. Yep. And then Rock is also turning 2 years old without vestments. 10, so it's also a permanent strength. Yep, which puts Rock at 8 permanent strength. Plague, Skull Eater, Cracks. Yep, those have been the main ones. I think I even stopped recording them in here. But it was, yeah, Gorm Climate, Skull Eater. Yeah, I didn't do very good at recording them. Plague. Dark Dentist wasn't bad. Haunted sucked. Weird Dream gave me nightmares. And then last was it Thistle? Yeah, Thistle turned 4, so this is the last one for our friend. 11 is a permanent luck for Thistle, who already has 2 permanent luck. So what's the third, right? That means they're critting on 2+ with the loadout we give them. We needed to get him weapon mastery. Or 1 more understanding and a scar. My goodness, it should not have been that hard. Okay, so now we are over at the cracks in the ground table. So, a low rumbling fills the settlement. Small cracks in the earth widen into fissures and belch up hot, foul-smelling vapor. Roll a d10. 9. 3. No. It's the same freaking table we were in last time. Survivor with the lowest movement, and we just had 2 people that lost a movement. Thistle and Rock. Those are 2 people that just so happen to be really close to a constellation. Thistle needs 1 more understanding and a scar, which he can get pretty easily from the throne. Lifetime reroll in this one makes me sick. Because what if it's a 1? It ends our whole game. We would lose all our lantern gear, all our Gorm gear. We'd lose it all. But we're also, so if we don't re-roll it for a 6+, we lose 2 people that are so close to a constellation. Mithra, what would you do? I don't even know. He may not even still be in here. I want I want a tallied vote from you guys to either yes, reroll, or no reroll. We got cracks in the ground again for the second year in a row, and we rolled a 3. So somebody's going to die, and it's either going to be Rock's character or Thistle, who are both incredibly close to a constellation. So we will lose somebody that's about to get a constellation. But if I use a lifetime reroll and roll a 1, we lose all our gear, which is all the lantern gear, all the Gorm gear, the black sword, our shields. We would lose everything. Losing one of these two that we've been working on for a constellation would also suck. And if it's Thistle, we lose the Death Mask, which is +4 luck. We're only talking to reroll the 3 because it's either going to be Thistle that goes or Rock that goes, because they have the lowest movement. If Thistle goes, he's really close to a constellation, and we lose the Death Mask. If Rock is the one that goes, he is really close to 2 constellations. So we're trying to decide reroll or not. It's pretty much just the the proximity to constellations. Yeah, I mean, as blind as these fellas will let me play. Listen, here's here's what I don't know. Well, no, here's what I do know. If we re-roll it and get a 1, it's game over. We might as well quit. We lose everything. If we I can't believe we got cracks in the ground back-to-back years. We lost somebody last year to it as well. It'd be a huge bummer to lose the Death Mask. But I don't want to lose Rock's character either. Rock is a couple of understanding or a couple of courage from a constellation. Oh my gosh. I Hey, listen, if Bill's not here, Bill doesn't have a say. How about that? Bill's out here calling me out. No cheating, no reroll. Well, we can reroll and it wouldn't be cheating. A 6 plus would just solve all our problems. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would solve them all. Can't afford a 1. We really can't. Okay. So we'll take it and we'll see which one of our two dies. It's between Rock and Thistle. I would not mind Thistle going. I would not mind Thistle being the one that dies, aside from the fact that they have Death Mask. Which is it's been a lot of fun for us. I know I'm taking forever to decide on this, but it's because I... Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, I'm not too embarrassed to admit it. In a private game, I think we all know, aside from maybe Mithra, I think I think it's safe to say what would probably happen to most Kingdom Death players behind closed doors here. Behind closed doors, odds are it's... but that's not what we're doing here, you know. So we're 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 playing this because we're here to experience Kingdom Death, not Kingdom Life. So on that note, the logical thing is to let one of these two die. I'm sorry. Somebody's got to die because I cannot risk this gear. Can't risk it. So yeah, losing somebody with a constellation, that's going to suck. Well, and it's not somebody with a constellation, it's somebody close to a constellation. Honestly, if it can be Thistle, that's going to be best because Thistle's right there at retirement age anyways. The Death Mask was fun. We got a lot of good out of it. We'll keep the 3. We'll just keep it. And we'll let fate decide who's going to die. So 1 will be Rock, 2 will be Thistle. It isn't random? The returning survivor with the lowest movement falls into the crack. Oh, roll off in case of a tie. So it's not random, it is a roll off. So we would have to roll 1 for Rock and roll 1 for Thistle. There is a tie, yeah. We got 2 people with 4 movement on the returning survivor track. It's your Thistle. So we'll roll for you first, Rock. Wow. Save your reroll for this then. Well, Rock just put up a 9er. And he's not the one with the death mask, so... Looks like Rock is living. And then Thistle. Okay, Thistle is not going down without a fight. This is a bit ridiculous, so a tie again. So we... Tell me that there's another roll-off, right? They don't both die. It says roll-off in case of a tie. If the roll-off ends in a tie, do they both... No way. They just continue to re-roll, right? Okay, keep rolling off. Alright, so we'll go Rock again. 4. And now Thistle. Gave up the ghost. So Thistle and our Death Mask are gone. Reroll now? Reroll what? To try to keep the Death Mask? Oh. So the Death Mask is going to be more important than a constellation? Because if Rock's character dies, he's got the better chance of getting a constellation. Death Mask is so nice to have. I don't know what the Dragon King fight is. Like I don't know if crits are even going to help us against him. That would be a big deal. Alright. Yeah, we'll spend a lifetime reroll on it then. Whose is the question? We got plenty. How about Bara? They seem like a nobody. Okay, well wait, I'm waiting. Pause. Does this person a constellation? No. Oh, no, neither of them have rerolls. Then yeah, just let it go. Okay. We'll just let it go. We'll let it go and we'll just forget about it. Death Mask, never heard of her. Hello, Bill. Welcome back. Dead for an endeavor. Thistle, we appreciated you and the crits you provided. Okay. And now we have to go to the tomb, part 1. The tomb. The settlement begins the tomb's foundation. This lantern year, archive all... Whoa, whoa. Okay. Rounded down? That doesn't really make any sense to me. This lantern year, archive all basic resources brought back by returning survivors, rounded down. To gain a hazmat shield, rare gear. If there are fewer than 4 people of the stars in the settlement, we have more than that. The settlement sacrifices 2 survivors without constellations. Okay, so this seems like similar to like the dung beetle trap thing here. So first off, we have to archive all basic resources brought back by returning survivors. I don't know why it says rounded down. I don't get that. But all basic ones. That's pretty simple to me. So 6. Those are the basics. to gain the Hazmat Shield rare gear. There's a Hazmat Shield. Now that Hazmat Shield is melee shield metal heavy, block 2, and add 2 to all hit locations when the monster performs Unseen Agony or Meltdown. No, to all locations. And when the monster performs Unseen Agony or Meltdown, roll a d10. Okay, I know that that's really important for the Dragon King. I've seen his Meltdown stuff. So that's nice, I guess. We have more than 4 people of the stars. So we don't sacrifice the survivors without constellations. But the departing survivors still gain a luck token? Right? Even though we don't sacrifice them? Because it doesn't say if they were sacrificed, departing survivors gain a luck token. There is a period that separates it. I know that we add the tomb part too. Because it's got to be... I think we still get the luck token. Because it's not really an if-then statement. So I'm going to say we still get the luck. Let me put that out here in the middle so I remember. +1 luck. Okay. That's the end of the tomb part 1. So we're now in our settlement phase. We don't really need... Did you say that albedo was correct? To get the Gorm Brain? It's kinda nice. Let's get this mace made though, yeah? So we have to go to Negrito. And we have to roll on it. Oh gosh. So we have to spend an endeavor to roll on this. A 5. So we do get the elixir of reshaping. Spend 3 bone to gain a dense bone. So spend our endeavor for that. 3 bone to get a dense bone. I know we have some in storage. 2 monster bones. And then we'll spend the meaty rib, because we're not getting that rib blade, to get us a dense bone. Which we will then be using. We'll be using... Where are you, Gormery? Pure bulb, stout kidney, jiggling lard, dense bone. So, pure bulb, stout kidney, and jiggling lard, and dense bone to build the riot mace. Gormy must still be out here somewhere. That's the Gorm Chymist. It's not in here. Oh, I must have combined the 2 decks. Riot Mace. So we will replace... We still need a right-facing, or a left-facing red. Riot Mace will be huge with the lantern. But we will need something that's... Oh, I guess we could technically keep the Greater Gax in there for now. It'd be nicer if we had something a little more beneficial. But let me add that to our gear storage. So mission accomplished. That's why we went and hunted the, um, you know who. That's why we went and hunted Gorm this last year. So success there. We have 5 more endeavors to spend. Do we want to innovate? I know generally you always say yes, innovate, but I'm only asking because we pretty much have everything we want. At this point, we'd just be picking stuff for like survival limit increases, which I think the Gorm Kaimi stuff gets you some survival increases later on. Otherwise, we try to take the people we have to get constellations one way or another. We need to try to get some understanding or courage. I don't even think there's an endeavor we can spend to help with that, aside from augury and scrap scavenging. Oh, we don't have any iron. Rock is really close when it comes to courage and understanding. So maybe if we do a level 3 Giga Lion hunt, we could pick up those courage points and understanding points along the hunt. I know that lion hunt events generally give you some understanding and stuff. As far as scrap is concerned, we have 2 right now. 3 total scrap, so one of these strange items must count as a scrap. Yeah, the legendary horns are a bone/scrap. We should probably spend one on Shrine. If we're going to go after a level 3 Giga Lion, that is. We could attempt to have somebody approach the throne, hoping for a 3 through 9 to possibly get a scar. Rock does not need a scar. That's what's keeping him out of arena, is that he already has a scar. Otherwise, Frozen Star. There's got to be a couple other survivors who could use Frozen Star or a scar. Like Bara. So if we go do some scrap scavenging with Rock, he may gain some courage, or he may get us a 3rd piece of scrap. We could then melt that into an iron and take Bara to the arena to either get a scar, an accuracy, or Frozen Star. Any of them will be good for Bara's constellation stuff. Accuracy will put him courage away. Frozen Star will give them a constellation, and Scar will just be short on understanding. So Bear would be a good choice for that. I think on that same note, well, Bill's character's still a long ways away. Okay, let's do that then. We could sit here and debate it for hours. So we'll spend one to start a scrap scavenge with Rock. 5. It's probably gain us survival or something. Spend a survival or die. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, yikes. This is not working at all the way I wanted it to. We will need to save one of these for shrine. It would need to be one to shrine, one to scrap smelt, and one to do arena. Unless we want to skip out on shrine. Which I don't know if we do. Guess maybe we could now that we have a third shield. Need a downward facing red. I think that's hard to do. So if we want to do what we were doing, we'll have to scrap the legendary horns and use them as scrap. Unless none of these are scrap, are they? No. None of those are scraps. So that would mean we're not going to get the Lance of Longinus, which I'm okay with. We have the Celestial Spears. Weapon-wise, we are pretty good right now. Not unbeatable, but we're pretty good. Lance of Longinus I know is probably better than Celestial Spear. I hate that it's irreplaceable, though. We don't have 6 organs, no. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't think we need the Lance of Longinus. We could just use the Celestial Spear, especially in the hands of somebody with a constellation. It's the same as the Lance of Longinus. Stat-wise, effect-wise, Longinus is a little better. So I guess we mostly need to decide what we're going after. If we're going after a level 3 Giggle Lion, we should probably use Shrine. Just as a help. I see what you're saying, Bill. I'm not sold on that path. I do like the idea of doing Shrine, so we'll do that. We need a 4+ on Shrine. Okay, so Shrine is good. But do you remember that discussion we had with Mithra a few weeks ago that's like, if you mess something up unintentionally, if you mess it up and you were unaware of that screw up, you don't have to do something to rectify that mistake. You don't have to punish yourself to rectify that mistake. And it was an honest mistake. We didn't do it to try to be sneaky. And look, we paid the price. Like, he died. If he wouldn't have come on that hunt, he would still be alive. But he's dead now because he came. So, I think we've punished ourselves enough. I don't think we have to waste somebody on sacrifice. Uh, the wisdom potion, huh? Wisdom potion. Isn't it a bit late for the wisdom potion? Or no? Can't you just look at the top AI? Is that how that works? Wisdom potion is play the showdown with the top card of the hit location deck revealed. That is pretty nice. We could go for that. But do we have to sacrifice some organs? We have to spend 2 organs and roll, which we would roll 2 dice. Because we get 1 plus we have 1 Gormkaimi. Would we have somewhere for it? Is the bigger question. If we want to keep taking out all our dried acanthuses and stuff, I don't think we have somewhere for it at this point in the game. Because you have to have 2 blue affinities. It'd be hard to fit anywhere, honestly. It could replace bandages on this one. Could go here. But I do like having dried acanthus with everybody as well. I guess we can try. There's no harm in trying. We'll get rid of the stout heart and the acid gland. And roll 2 dice. Because we want to land between 13 and 18, which is that best odds with 2 dice or 3 dice? Because we could innovate first. You'd want to do albedo first? Okay. So we can innovate albedo. 1, 2. Just need an organ now. We'd have to get rid of a black lichen. We'll get rid of the active thyroid. And innovate. So that's an endeavor. So we'll pick up albedo then. That starts getting us an increase in survival limit, which is nice. Okay, so then we will spend 2 organs, which we already did, and roll 3 dice, trying to get wisdom potion. 18. I think that is the highest you can get and get wisdom potion. Yep. 13 through 18, wisdom potion. We got it. Okay. Which leaves us still with 1 endeavor. To do what we want to do with it. You can use black lichen. Oh, you can use black lichen to get courage and understanding. If you eat it, we could have Rock eat it. He would then gain a courage and an understanding. That might be the move. Because I don't think we're going to use it. And thus not suffer from acanthus. I'm not sure I understand that last one. This not suffer. I got this because of acanthus. So if I only have 1 black lichen, Mithra, currently. Oh, yeah, you'd want to eat it once we have, uh, yeah, I see what you mean. Once you have a dried acanthus. Because the dried acanthus could negate. Okay. And at that point, we could even see if it would be necessary after fighting a level 3 Gigalion. Maybe he would get max understanding or something along the road there. But we do need to turn. We need 3 new fresh acanthus. Yeah, destroy genitals isn't a huge deal. 1, 2, 3 fresh acanthus gone to get us 1, 2, 3 of those back. Always want to have all 3 on rotation. Did we not spend one? Oh, we didn't spend one, so we only need to spend 2 fresh acanthus. So fresh acanthus could come down here if we need it to. Really nowhere for fresh acanthus up there. Fresh acanthus could come up here, but that's also, oh, it's a right-facing blue. Gross. So it would have to go wherever the cat eye circlet goes, which would mean it ends up like right here. Wisdom potion. It would save him problems. Gee whiz. No wonder he's banned. Allegedly. Okay, so 2 dried acanthus that probably aren't going to be going out with us, but I'm sure the Gigalion does more bleeds, so having... Oh, we only have 1 set of bandages too? I'd feel more comfortable with 2 sets of bandages, but we'd have to give up some evasion. We would take Rock back out, Septa back out, because she can now spend survival again. We'd need her to freeze the brain. Was Arwen close? Arwen's not too far away, but the problem was we were kind of banking on her getting the accuracy tribute. Oh, she can get that from training in the arena. 5 through 9, it's actually pretty likely. So we should take her to try to get the last courage. Oh, but the Gigalion has megalophobia. Because he's a big boy. So she couldn't go because she has megalophobia. We'd have to cure that if we want to take Arwen. Because the Gigalion is a big boy. Danger Noodle. Danger Lion. With 16 toughness. That's insane. Are we going to get smoked if we do a level 3 Gigalion? 16 toughness is wild. And our super deadly lucky guy just died. So we would have to either sacrifice or do barber, surgeon, tree panning to try to cure this disorder. I know Bill would prefer sacrifice, but we do have, yeah, we have sharp club, sharp, uh, long claw, and the sword. You're not wrong. I don't think we can take Arwen, because she has megalophobia. I don't think we'll be able to cure it in one shot. All she needs is one more courage. So even she could eat the black lichen. She doesn't have to go. She could eat the black lichen potentially. Barra was fairly close, right? Not really. We don't have very many leads on anybody else for constellations. This one's close on courage. Doesn't help her though. Doesn't have champions right. How close are we to Gambler? I don't think anybody's close on Gambler. It was the fella that died. Thanos, we hate him. Good, he's not close to anything. Rob isn't close. Mithra already has one. Karuna could be close on courage. No. Needs weapon mastery and has sword. So between some nightmare training and weapon XP, Karuna could potentially get it. That's one of our closer potentials. I'm going to add her just in case, so we don't lose her. Elaine only has 5. Not close. Dorothy should be closer. But she needs Faded Blow and Iridescent Hide. Getting Iridescent Hide is not easy. Cronus, I think we already looked at. Needs Weapon Mastery. And is going after Fist and Tooth, so really no chance on Cronus. Bill, we've already looked at. Barra's another fairly close one. Just needs Frozen Star. Oh, you're right. It does give us +1 on Nightmare Training. Cracks in the Ground from Karuna. So if we spend our... How much... But she's only got 2 survival. Don't you need a ton of survival for Nightmare Training? Yeah. So you have to have at least 4 survival to do it. Who could we do that with? Sept already has a constellation. Nobody else. Arwen. Oh. Oh, okay. So if we lost 3 survival with Karuna and tried to do the sword, that would help. It would drop her survival to 0, and then she'd be able to roll. And assuming she didn't roll, is it a 1-2 combination that's the worst? So it's just a 1. So she couldn't die, but she would have a chance at getting a proficiency level. The accuracy would be just fine as well. Would help greatly. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll spend an endeavor. Oh, you want to use the crab spider on her? Spend this and gain 3. I agree. Absolutely. That'll give her 2 more tries on that table. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll spend it. So she'll eat it. Then we'll go over to nightmare training. She has to lose 3. And then she's rolling on the nightmare table and has two chances to re-roll. So we'll come on here to train. So first roll, we get +1 as well from cracks in the ground, just so everybody remembers. First roll comes up with a 2, which would be a 3. So we will spend a survival. We're now down to 1 survival. An 8. That's the weapon proficiency level right there. Huge. So Karuna gains a weapon proficiency there, which puts her 3 away from mastery. 2 after a successful hunt. Could possibly do nightmare training again. Okay, and then, so we can't sacrifice now to take Arwen with megalophobia. So we'll need to take somebody else. Bill's not close on weapon mastery. I just don't think, yeah, we just can't take Bill. The hazmat shield, it was pretty cool. I liked it. So you can block 2, add 2 armor to all hit locations, and when the monster performs unseen agony or meltdown, which is, it's a dragon attack, then you get to possibly block it. I don't know who else to take. We could take really anybody at this point. Not Thanos. Thanos sucks. We could take Thanos. He gives us +1. He's got Red Fist. It is not cursed or irreplaceable. So we could take Thanos. He could be our support character again. We could take him out, give him the circlet, give him, he'd have Red Fist. I mean, that's probably what we'd use it for. You'd leave it? You wouldn't use it? Okay, we can leave it. That's fine. So we would take the, oh, we can't take the cat eye circlet really. Guess we could. Yeah, that we can make that work. We'd have to take the greatest Gax out. Doesn't need the greatest Gax anyways. You can take the spear. Drydacanthus could come down here. Greatest Gax. Oh, we gotta use the greatest Gax, right? We'll let him keep it then. Yeah, we'll keep the Gax in there. It's not sharp, so it's not necessarily got it either, but at least it's got barbed 10. I'm not really planning on Thanos wounding anybody anyways. He's our support character. We do need something to go in here, though. We could take another set of bandages. I kind of want... beacon shield down here. Oh, that could change this whole gear grid. What else could they? Oh, I mean, they could take it. No, they already have a Drydecanthus. Vestments won't really do them any good. We're a little ways past stone noses. Stone noses. Oh, we do need the green affinity for. So we could take the bone sickle. And then we could give, oh, them a Drydecanthus. Nice. I like that. This feels wrong though, so I'm going to move that to the middle. Okay. Now we need to take a beat and decide what we want to do. I don't want to take up your guys' whole day. It's not my intent. But if you're interested in running it back and fighting a level 3 Gigalion, I would be interested in stopping and restarting. Otherwise, we can just pick up again on Wednesday or Sunday. It's just a President's Day bonus was all today was. Titan wants to keep going. Rock, Bill, what are you guys thinking? I don't want any of you to feel like you gotta be here. That's the big. I don't want you to be like, oh crap, I gotta stay. He's doing another one. Because if we're gonna keep going, it'll be that level 3 Gigalion. Kind of scares me a little bit. Okay, well let's. Bill's good with staying. All right, well maybe it'll unban him when we restart. So I'll set up. So it'll be a showdown for a level 3 white Gigalion, right? That's what we decided on. And I need to make sure everybody's gear grids are straight. And the way... this one didn't... No, this one did change. Got the riot mace. Excited about that. I might need to grab a little bit of food once we reset the stream. Like when I reset, I might take like a 10-minute break. Yeah, 15-minute break and snag some chow. That riot mace is going to be huge for us. So they've got sword proficiency. So they need to take over Septa's grid. Karuna needs to turn blue and take over the Gorman suit. Did have some adjustments. So boots are down low. Round leather shield switched. Don't forget to unban Bill. I'll try to remember. This has been replaced with Drydecanthus. Bone sickle. Sword. Perfect. So departure, we get 2 survival from the Acanthus. That, let's make sure it's a beacon shield. Yep, instead of a round leather. And Septa, who's still pretty decent, got some good evasion. She should probably take over the leather grid and be just an absolute evasive unit for us. The target. So they'll pick up the leather set. And this is now a round leather shield. Drydecanthus, everything else looks good. So that's 2 departure survival from the bracers and from Dried Acanthus. No arrival bonuses. Yeah, it's all good, Titan. Stream is right there at the end, and then I'm sure Bill will be able to jump back in. So Thanos will need to take over this white gear grid, which is great. He's the support character, 100%. Which is the screaming. And actually we moved a ton of it around because we had to make no affinities, and now we want all of them. Leg warmers. The horns are actually over here, aren't they? Death mask is out. Death mask for wisdom potion. I didn't add the wisdom potion yet. Wisdom potion and cat eye circlet. Okay. So that looks good. But we get no departing or arrival stuff, right? That was from the harp. Yeah, and no, none of that. On arrival, gain 3 insanity though. Perfect. Okay, so let's save that. Alright, everybody else looks good. So we are ready to depart on a level 3 Giga Lion hunt. I'm going to keep this luck token out here to remember we all get a temporary luck because of the Tomb Part 1. And then the plan here is we are going to cut the stream. We'll take about a 15-minute break. I'm going to go throw down some chow. And then we'll pick back up and take down this level 3, advance our tomb, maybe get a constellation or two. Thanks everybody for being a part of the stream. Appreciate all of you and all your input. As always, I couldn't do it without you guys, and I sure wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much without you guys. So I will talk to you shortly.